The woman swept away by the flood held me tightly. Luckily, she managed to grab a tree branch, but the water kept rising higher and higher, so she lifted me above her head, not letting a single drop touch me. She held on for 3 days and nights, but she had already died in the water. My cries drew the attention of the villagers nearby. When they found us, they rushed into the river to save us. As the sailor took the baby from her hands, her hand suddenly moved. Her fingers pointed toward the great waterfall ahead. Then her body was carried away by the current. Later, the villagers found 2 soldiers' bodies by the river. They realized I wasn't an ordinary child, so they sealed the cave leading to the mountaintop and decided to raise me as their own. As I grew up, I felt a strange pull toward that waterfall. I'd stare at it for hours every day and told everyone I would climb up there someday. Whenever my foster mother heard that, she'd warn me that evil spirits lived on the mountain. But instead of being scared, I got even more curious. Over time, she just couldn't stop me anymore. Each time I climbed, I went a little higher than before. But 20 years later, I hit a spot I couldn't pass. Still, I refused to give up. The village kids all said I must be crazy. My foster mother begged me to stop climbing, so she went to the local shaman for help. The shaman said if Anna poured 10,000 buckets of water on the sacred stone, I would finally listen and behave. So Anna immediately went to fetch water from the river. But when I found out I grabbed the jar from her hands, wanting to help my mother myself, the shaman said the one who made the wish had to do it personally. That made me furious. I struck the sacred stone with a stick, then lifted the massive stone with my bare hands and carried it across the river, placing it right under the waterfall. Everyone in the village was stunned. Just then, a mask washed down from the waterfall. I studied that mask every day. When I pressed it into the sand, a beautiful woman's image appeared. Wanting to see her clearly, I set off to climb the mountain again. This time I saw a woman covered in butterflies, dancing gracefully on the other side. I jumped with all my strength, finally grabbed onto a branch. The path after that was smooth. I was getting close to the top, but the cliff ahead was impossible to climb, so I cut some bamboo and made a bow, tied vines around my body, then leapt into the air. Fired the arrow toward the cliff. The arrow hooked perfectly into a small tree. I swung across the air like on a giant swing, and step by step made my way to the mountaintop.